for your love so long. We can praise God in the moonlight. Baby, if you with me, better do right. And I've been gone too long, and I'm hoping that you sing my song, my song. I've been on this road for way too long. I've been hoping that we all get along. These roads of flames are catching a fire. Showed you I loved you, you called me a liar. Give God the thanks and praises. I've been on my own, but we ain't never left alone, long. And if I'm telling you the feeling is wrong, relax a little, friend, this won't take too long. And when you're feeling alone, you can call my phone. Is there a better way to go? Teach them something before they lose the song. Oh no, freedom is the road. Oh no, coming in from the cold. Tell them not to sell it, it's worth more than gold. And guiltiness will catch them in the end. Oh yeah. They'll try to manipulate you through your pockets. Now you're caught up in the fog with the optics, with the vision. Try to control you so they take the power. No, we don't play that game right here to empower. Give God the thanks and praises. Give God and praises.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. So on the floor for Utah. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And it's Clarkson in at the 3, the small forward. San Antonio leading by 7. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. Now, I asked Coach about the defensive game plan tonight, and he said preventing easy buckets around the rim, and that starts with John Collins. He's a great interior scorer, especially when he gets ahead of speed, so you have to limit those opportunities. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Here's Clarkson, following the basket by MP. Clarkson kicks to George. Collins wide open, he fires. Another miss by Utah.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Back to James. To the paint, here's Wembanyama. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. George with the ball. Now defended by MP. Clarkson outside. And once again, off the mark by Utah. And here's MP for 3. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
You see the foundation of a real long-range threat. Now MP just has to keep developing those skills.
Clarkson kicks to George. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. George has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Jazz. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's the Spurs leading by 9. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembenyama playing the 5. Castle is out there with MP. And it's Vassell in at the 3. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
And it's George missing.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here's Sohan, defended by George. Sohan, the pass to MP. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
George, no good. San Antonio leading by 13. Here's Castle. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Oh, the handle, the rookie Castle. Flashing his potential.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The open look here for Sexton. Good on the triple.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's James. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
MP has been leading the charge for San Antonio. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll return shortly.
33.
Welcome, everybody. A fun-filled evening underway, and before we talk about the first half, staying on the topic of power, which current player do you think would give Shaq the most trouble in a wrestling match?
Have you seen me lately? I'm jacked. No one can...
Now we'll take a look back at our featured game. That was quite a performance for the San Antonio Spurs. And that about wraps it up, and as the third...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Getting underway here in the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. In it forward, it's going to be Markkanen and Collins. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. And it's Kessler in at the 5, roaming the paint. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
George against MP. It's good, and the San Antonio lead has got back down to 14 on those points from George.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
And it's James missing. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. In his young career, Richard, we've seen Devin Vassell really blossom as a two-way talent.
He's a talented player, but I think there's still another level that he can reach, and he needs to continue to grow as a playmaker to get there.
Jazz trail by 14. Outside, George. From outside, off the mark.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
San Antonio, again missing. Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3.
And this is why you got to prevent Sexton from getting in the lane. Once he does, he just explodes towards the basket.
Wembanyama passes to MP. Right through contact, MP.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 14-point game. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Looking for a breather. And maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And some changes here for the Spurs. Johnson comes in for Victor Wembanyama. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for James. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for George. Wembanyama is checked in for San Antonio. James comes in for De'Aaron Fox. Utah also making some changes. Collins checked in for Filipowski. And it's Keontae George in for Jordan Clarkson. The 3 from MP. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. MP's got 38 points.
Oh, nice jumper from MP there. The D is going to have to do a lot better job if they want to try and contain him.
Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. James is out there with Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Down low. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from Markkanen. Jazz trail by 18. Pass to Collins. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Nobody near George. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And developing that 3-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Now, Sohan. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
George passes to Kessler. Here's Sexton. Pass to Markkanen. Outside, Sexton. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
James looking around. And he makes good on the layup. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Spurs.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Outside, George. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Wembanyama.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Vassell, the pass to James. To the wing right side. Just 5 to shoot. Vassell outside. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from...
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping wood. Good job, MP. I see.
Yo, MP went for 40 tonight, man. Congratulations, my brother. Great game.
Thanks for doing me. When's the last time you did yard work?
Last weekend, I had one of those nice rides from home.
They don't even know what's coming for them.
Good luck out there, MP.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports on this very special day. And with things just getting started in this new season, Britt, what are you looking forward to the most moving ahead?
Yeah, BA, I think about last year's teams and the magic that they had to push themselves into playoff positioning. Do they still have it? But one of the more exciting things in terms of the storyline is which teams are showing some early chemistry that could threaten some of those teams from last year. That is something that we always gravitate towards. The fresh blood, the new team, the one that's going to be the underdog throughout the course of the year, and how far can they push it?
Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Perimeter is filled up by Monk and DeRozan. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. And it's Ellis in at the point. Monk for three, it's good. And the assist goes to Murray.
Well, if you allow Monk to get good looks, especially from distance, he's going to make you pay.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Greg Popovich had a few moments to share with me. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. The Kings were not complacent this summer. They have added all-star DeMar DeRozan in a sign-and-trade. He brings even more firepower to an offense that was already among the league's best. And in the loaded Western Conference, the Kings knew they had to make moves to stay in the fight. DeRozan is one of the biggest signings in Kings franchise history.
A tremendous addition. Shams, thanks for the update. Down low. Pass to Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the left wing from outside the arc. The shot by Sohan, no good. Sacramento has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Sabonis. And he lobs it up.
If Murray can keep his passing up, he'll be a force in this league.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. James inside. He's putting up some terrific numbers, over 28 a game. Sohan gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Ellis passes to DeRozan. Pulls up, high post. The rebound by the Spurs. They're really clicking as a unit. Tonight, looking for their 11th straight win.
Watching this team operate at this elite level, firing on all cylinders, the way they're going right now, this winning streak could go on for some time.
Here's Ellis. And it's all from three-point range.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Back to MP. DeRozan with the rebound. Kings trail by 4. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
James outside. James can't get that one to fall.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Timeout called. Sacramento. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
You look at last year's season series.
Even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Grant.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's DeRozan. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. MP is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the 3. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. DeRozan against Fox. Shot clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. And another miss by Sacramento.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
There's a minute 47 left in the first half of this one. Back to James from deep. Oh, MP buries the triple.
And the 3 ball is just another way that MP can hurt you.
Pass to Lyles. Here's Larabia. Sinks it from distance. Larabia's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And here's MP. Give him 8 points now. Spurs need to get one up here. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Showing a good IQ for the game. MP feeding a guy ready to score.
Pass to Lyles. Back to DeRozan. There's the 3. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got rebound number 8 now. MP outside. And the 3 off target. And it's DeRozan with the ball for the Kings. It's a 5-point game. And after this one, they're at home against Phoenix. And that'll launch a 4-game homestand for them. And the foul called on MP. That'll be a second foul of the game. Castle's checked in for Fox. The Kings also with a sub. Fultz is checked in. And it's DeRozan missing. San Antonio leading by 5. MP outside. MP drives in. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And so, the San Antonio Spurs closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their play has earned them a nice lead, one they'll look to build on as the game continues. We'll be back in a moment.
The Western Conference winner, MP.
MP obviously deserves this. Impacts the game in so many ways. You can't overstate his importance to.
And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the San Antonio Spurs.
This has been.
And that is going to do it for us.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Malik Monk really making a difference here.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half, maximizing his opportunities offensively.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half. I'm wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Taking a look at the Kings. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward spots. Then it's Sabonis. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Ellis in at the 1. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell's progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue, but in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Come on now. This kind of powerful finish gets guys going.
Yeah, especially when it's coming from your point guard. What a flush.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's James. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. And now it's an 11-point Spurs lead.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Now a timeout by Sacramento. And let's check in on the rookies making an impact with their passing. MP, number 1.
He's way ahead of where you expect him to be in terms of awareness. The team trusts him with the ball unequivocally.
Here's Murray, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Pass to Monk. 3-pointer. Hits it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
All right. After 4 misses, they finally get one to go. That has to be a big relief for the offense after beginning this half on a bit of a cold streak.
And MP answers with a 3.
Oh, so competitive. MP with the response three. This guy is all about winning.
And you look at the Kings, Brent. They've had several name changes over the years of their franchise.
Yeah, before becoming the Sacramento Kings, they were the Rochester Royals, and then the Cincinnati Royals, and then the Kansas City Kings, and then all of a sudden, let's get to the West Coast, and here comes the state capital of Sacramento. It's not really affected the winning, though, has it, D.A.?
Pass to Murray. The three ball. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. The three, James. And again, it's San Antonio with a three.
More points for MP, and you just think about the possibilities of this young player moving forward. He is something.
Here's Monk. And another miss by Sacramento.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
From deep, MP. Rebound by the Kings. DeRozan's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Sabonis. Outside Monk. Here's Ellis. Check by James. Shot to stop the run. Offensive board.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Nifty move. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Spurs lead by 18.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Timeout call, Sacramento. And Sacramento making a change here. Fultz is checked in. Substitution here for San Antonio. Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Sohan comes in for Johnson. Castle's checked in for Fox. And MP subbed in for Paul. The Kings also with a sub. Ellis is checked in for Fultz. Here's MP. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. James has got 14 points here in the second half.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. Castle is out there with MP, and it's Vassell in at the three. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
MP inside. Sohan inside. He's against Murray. And here's MP from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. MP's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they keep attacking from the three-point range here in the second half.
DeRozan outside. Here's Ellis. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
You know, I like to see that kind of toughness from a young player. MP willing to put his body on the line.
And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, B.A., that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight.
The three, James. Rebound by Sacramento.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's DeRozan. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Spurs lead by 18. With some arc, and the layup is good by James. MP's got 31 points.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Timeout call, Sacramento. There's a minute 40 left in the final quarter. Arabia's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Kings trail by 20. Pass to Murray. Now here's Monk. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Ellis's shot is off. San Antonio has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Spurs.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this will push their total wins for the year up to 11.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
The Kings making a switch here. Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Lyles comes in for Murray. Carter, he's checked in for Monk. And it's Markelle Fultz in for Ellis. Pass to LaRavia. Three-pointer. The shot misses. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
James can't get it to go. And it's Sacramento's ball. He shoots a three. Offensive rebound. Lyles a screen. Pass to Carter for three. The shot is good. Fultz making the play. And James has got the ball here for the Spurs. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. And it comes up. Off the front of the rim. And the foul called on MP. That'll get him his fourth foul of the game.
Fourth personal foul. First team foul. And for the games, Jay Crowder, Terrence Davis.
And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports presentation.
Allô?
Ouais, allô?
Mort. Pourquoi c'est bas?
Attends, faut mettre le genre de ligne là aussi, c'est accroche.
Omar, hein?
Pourquoi c'est fort? Baisse le son, Barouk. Baisse le son.
Wesh.
C'est trop fort. C'est rien sur le micro de merde là. Baisse encore. Vas-y, choisis ton jeu.
Ouais.
C'est pas fort. Je le sais. Maman l'a quitté. C'est pas Et il y a un qui a glissé, frère. Carré, carré. Allô? Pourquoi tu pars fort comme ça? Allô? Oh, il est là. Allô, Mara?
Allô, Mara?
Mara, t'es bien chez toi? Ah, c'est vraiment audacieux. T'as dit quoi? Aïe! Ça veut dire, tu vois, juste comme, t'es là juste pour... Oh! Tu fais pas, fais une passe. T'as fait une passe. Si t'as fait run, non, mais bon. Si t'as fait une passe. Quoi? Si t'as fait une passe.
Slide, get out of bed.
Vas-y, le cas du team, là. Et puis, on les...
Parce qu'on ne sait pas c'est quand une fille vient quand et aussi
Second and 7.
Il a fait un run.
parce qu'on ne sait pas c'est quand une fille vient quand et aussi
Eluding the pressure right.
C'est quoi ce déco?
Allô, allô?
Ouais, c'est tout. Il te vient le déco.
C'est normal, on a mis le casque de ballon bizarre. Il y a beaucoup de ça là. T'aimes pas? Le jeu va donner avec des choses, c'est en train de me battre là. Il est en train de me battre 6-0. 6-0. J'ai fait le touchdown. Toi, j'ai lancé de loin là avec le Mar Jackson. Tu connais le Mar Jackson? Et qui a fait le... Après,
Ah oui. Ice on fly fast.
Ah, ça m'arrête.
Allez, va, non,
Anna, chanter, c'est pas chanter.
j'essaie.
Si, Anna, donne la tête. Là, j'ai qu'à faire une passe. Non, c'est une course. Ici, ça se voit que c'est une course. Oui, c'est une passe.
Ice on.
Action. Here's Hurts.
Ice on my wrist, kind of like watch. Yo, Maman, t'entends pas? Oui?
Marie, le monter dans le pot. 0. Aïe, je la ça.
Yo, je suis en train de le battre.
J'essaie, je suis en train de voir. J'ai vu, c'est 6-0. C'est 6-0.
Le gars, il a triché, il a fait un jeu. Vas-y, fais comme ça. Mais ça veut faire un low pass. Tackle him. Let's go, je fais signature. Let's go. C'est moi.
Ice on my déjà fast.
J'ai pas tué. Vous avez mal.
It's a growing theme in this first half. It's his second and long. Jackson on the give to Dalvins. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain there. And then ways to go now on third down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place you tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Here is third and quite a ways. Another run here with Dalvins. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with some timeouts? Following a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Hurts to throw.
Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here. Due to time constraints, we're moving forward in today's broadcast. But how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky. Sounds like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you're not both those special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? I guarantee he's been selling this. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Beckham goes in motion left. Now Jackson taps this forward. Jet sweep. That one not fooling anyone. It'll go down as a completed pass, but it will lose a big chunk of yardage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. How to approach this? Third down and 16 yards to go. Off a play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson escaping the pressure right. He tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And the Eagles take over at their own 30-yard line. So that tells maybe the play that the defense has been looking for. They hang in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the third quarter and a 0 is still scoreboard. On first down, Hurts. He knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. A big push out of 38. That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here. Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot. Sometimes you get multiple.
Attends, je crois pas il est en train de bader.
Yo, mon cher, il a attrapé à une main, mais Barouk, il a fait une pénalité, donc ça compte pas.
Take another timeout. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining, still in the third.
We'll see
if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back.
Effectively here so far.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result. second down. Here's Hurts. Steps away to his left. And he takes it deep to the 10-yard line. Oh, it's dangerous when he runs the football. He's got a first. That's multiple times now. He's tapped big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to quickly realize